So it's Tuesday the 7th of May, and it's been a few days since I posted a video update. Basically I think I might have had COVID because I felt pretty rough for the last few days, but getting over that now. So I thought I'd do a little update tour on what's going on in the garden. First off, the rhododendron that I showed you last time has begun to bloom, and as I said, it's got some really vibrant pinky red blooms on it. Every year it bowls me over with its colours. I really love this rhododendron. Down here, some nemesias which I successfully grew from seed have started to flower as well. I'll probably need to pinch them out a bit to make them a bit bushier, but they're looking quite nice, so I'm quite happy with that because that's the first time I've successfully grown nemesias from seed. Some of my chilli plants aren't faring too well. A combination of weather and slugs and snails have been attacking them, but there's quite a lot of new growth on some of these, so I'm sure they will bounce back. All my troughs which I planted up with violas and snapdragons are all sort of growing on nicely. If you remember a little while back when I prematurely planted a lot of stuff out, yeah, some of it didn't make it, but quite a lot of it actually did thrive in the end. For example, over here in the three-tiered planter, you can see the petunias are doing quite well. They're obviously yet to flower, but they're bushing out quite nicely. This little tiered planter with the nemesias in, starting to flower quite nicely. Underneath we've got some violas growing. This basket with some stock and the violas there as well. That's doing quite nicely. There's a little nasturtium growing up through there. And true to form, as I said, the Clematis montana grandiflora in full bloom, looking immense. Very pleased with how that's looking this year. I'll go around the other side and show you with the sun on it. You can see how brilliant white that is. Very happy with that. You see my perfect harmony roses are budding up now. The blooms on these are really nice, so I'm looking forward to showing you that when they flower. I might need to pot on this Fatsia. It seems to have doubled in size since I last checked on it, and I think it might outgrow its pot quite soon, so that's on my to-do list. My Acer, which I had some concerns about not making it, is really leafed out now. There is a branch at the back here which I believe is dead, so I'm going to trim that off at some point, but on the whole not looking too bad considering I thought it had died, so that's quite pleasing. I've planted out my tomato plants, so we've got 3 crimson blush and 3 crimson crush. You can see where the leaves got scorched when I first put them out. Didn't really harden them off properly, I don't think, but the upper growth, which has never known anything but the sunshine, is absolutely fine, so that they'll recover quite nicely, and pretty certain they'll turn into some nice plants actually. Penstemons starting to put on a bit of leafy growth. It's going to be a few weeks, if not a couple of months yet, until they flower, but when they do flower, they do look delicious. Rows of penstemons there. This basket here has grown on quite well, so I'm hoping with this Dayglow nasturtium that I've put in there that it will just trail off the edge and look lovely. This Padron chili seems to be alright. The Padron chilies seem to be quite hardy actually. I think I might grow more of them in future. Another Fatsia in a pot here. Again, it's put on some serious weight, so I might have to do something with that. Ooh, what do we got in there? I bought this rhododendron back in March, and I was concerned it didn't have any flower buds on it where it had been pruned, but actually if you look in there, looks like we'll at least get one flower bud off that, so that's nice. Ah yes, and over here we've got Clematis montana Marjorie next to the Clematis montana grandiflora. You can see there's a big difference in the size of the bloom there. Marjorie's quite a dainty little flower, so it's quite nice to see these opening up. Contrasts quite nicely with the big white one, I think. And growing out of the wall randomly, some oxeye daisies. These seem to self-seed all around the garden. Well, they have done over the last few years, so got some over there. And lots in this pot as well. And some growing out the wall over there. And they always look nice. Nice splash of white colour. But yeah, it's all looking rather nice actually.